Hello friends, I am Dr. Sonu Yadav. Today's topic of discussion is cell injury. This lecture is an overview of cell injury. Now coming on to the introduction part. Normally, all cells are capable of handling physiological demands and maintain a steady state known as homeostasis. Depending upon the nature of stress or injurious stimulus, normal cell has four types of responses, that is cellular adaptation, cell injury, intracellular accumulation, and pathological calcification. These are the four type of response shown by a normal cell when exposed to various stress and damaging agents. Now we are going to discuss nature of stimulus, the example of damaging agents. The factors are oxygen deprivation. The most common cause is hypoxia. Hypoxia means oxygen deprivation. Hypoxia is due to decreased blood flow. It is defined as ischemia. Oxygen deprivation leads to deficiency of essential nutrients into the cell and accumulation of various toxic metabolites, which ultimately result in cell injury. Now the next factor is physical agents. The examples of physical agents are pressure changes, mechanical trauma in the form of crush injury, cut injury, gunshot wound, thermal injury in the form of burns, radiation, for example ionizing and non-ionizing radiation, and shock. These all are the example of physical agents, that is pressure changes, mechanical trauma, thermal injury, radiation and shock. Now coming on to the next factor, that is chemical agents. The examples are strong acid or alkali, heavy metal like mercury, poisons like cyanide, air pollutants, industrial pollutants, environmental pollutants, and various therapeutic drugs. So these are the examples of various chemical agents, that is strong acid, alkali, heavy metal, poisons, air pollutant, industrial pollutant, environmental pollutant and therapeutic drugs. Now next factors, infectious agents. The examples are various bacteria, viruses, fungus and parasite. Next factor, genetics or acquired metabolic defects, for example deficiency of essential proteins, or accumulation of misfolded protein. Leads to cell damage, chronic injury and others. It includes idiopathic. The cause is unknown. Immunological reactions. It includes autoimmunity and hypersensitivity. Nutritional imbalance. It includes specific vitamin deficiency or hypervitaminosis. So these are the various damaging agents. Now coming on to the first type of cellular response, that is cellular adaptation. When the cell is exposed to pathological stimuli, the cells can achieve a new steady altered state so that it can survive and function in abnormal environment. And these are reversible changes which are in the form of change in size, number, phenotype, metabolic activity, or function of cell that constitute cellular adaptation. The types of cellular adaptations are hypertrophy, atrophy, metaplasia, and hyperplasia. These are the four examples of cellular adaptation. Hypertrophy, it is defined as increase in cell size. Atrophy, it is defined as decrease in cell size. Metaplasia, it is change of epithelium. One epithelium will change into another. Hyperplasia, increase in cell number. Now coming on to the next type of cellular response, that is cell injury. If the cells are exposed to damaging insults or deprived of critical nutrients or compromised by mutations that affect essential cellular function, then a sequence of events follows that is defined as cell injury. Cell injury is further divided into two types, that is reversible and irreversible cell injury. Reversible when the stimuli is in acute in nature and in milder form, and when the stimulus is chronic in nature and severe form, it leads to irreversible injury, and acute and mild stimulus leads to reversible injury. When the stimulus is removed, then the cell return to normal state, that is, it is characterized by functional and structure alteration in early stages or mild form of injury which are correctable if the damaging stimulus is removed. But irreversible injury follows cell death. It is further divided into apoptosis and necrosis. Now the next type of cellular response, that is intracellular accumulations. It is the most common manifestation of metabolic derangement. It can be harmless or cause further injury, and these accumulations may be located in the cytoplasm, within the organelles, or in the nucleus, and they may be composed of substances that are synthesized by the affected cell or produced elsewhere. The examples of intracellular accumulations are glycogen, proteins, and various pigments. Now coming on to the fourth type of cellular response, that is pathological calcification. It is defined as abnormal deposition of calcium salts in tissues other than osteoid or enamel. It is further divided into two types, that is dystrophic calcification and metastatic calcification. This is all about today's lecture, that is overview of cell injury.